I want to talk about holding back. This is your pipe date for Sunday, May 5th, 2024. But first, some quick updates. On a whim, I've decided to release a remastered version of my song 17 Years. Originally released on November 1st, 2021. It was about the Brood X 17-year cicadas that came through here on the East Coast. And this summer, there are two massive broods of cicadas emerging in the Midwest and South. And this sort of double emergence, I think, only happens once every 200 years. You see, they emerge on prime numbers 13 and 17 in order to avoid the reproductive cycles of their predators. And it just so happens that this year they both emerge at the same time. Anyways, me never to miss out on a promotional opportunity, see my Johnny Depp video, I decided to release a new version of this song. I shipped it yesterday, so it should be out on streaming services sometime within the next week. I probably won't start officially promoting it until next weekend. Now, about holding back. I don't always share my opinion about everything here on the internet. I know that's shocking. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I think the primary of which is I'm still a relative noob here on social media. I mean, it's true that I've been doing this for over 3 years now. But the start of 2021 was really my first endeavor in social media, even as a regular user. So I've treaded very lightly when it comes to sharing a strong opinion or anything controversial. In most political discussion, I've limited to the actual lyrics of my songs. But even then, there's usually a layer of abstraction that leaves them open to interpretation. I don't share specifics. And the reason is usually I want the listener to think. I like it when my song can mean different things to different people. But sometimes I really am trying to mask what I really think or what that song is about. And part of that is privacy concerns. Also, I may not be ready to have some specific political discourse. And a lot of times, the reason I make music in general is because this is how I communicate. I want to put everything in a song. I don't necessarily want to have a long thread in the comments section about the pros and cons to different things. I'll also say, the way I feel about whatever's going on in the world is very fluid. It changes every day. I'm learning new things every day. I want to stay open to new ideas and continue to learn, and how I feel today is different from how I felt a month ago, even a few years ago, because new information comes out constantly. And I think it's important as a person that as the world changes, you need to change with it. Earlier this year, I released a song called It Doesn't Snow in Virginia Anymore, and it's very specific. For the first time, I'm sharing very specific details on the things that I've seen firsthand as it relates to climate change. Avoiding spider webs. And I think that sort of broke the ice for me. And there wasn't any sort of backlash, and I did have some conversations with folks that didn't share my opinions or ideas, and those I felt were productive and good conversations to have. I don't necessarily want to have a network full of just people that think the way that I do. And I think that, combined with being trolled every which way, has kind of given me this weird confidence. At least in my case and in these instances, the trolling will get to a point where you get desensitized to it. Really desensitized to it. All this to say that I'm working on a project that is very risky by my standards, but I think I'm ready for it. To share my very specific thoughts and opinion on polarizing subjects. And I'm excited about it. And again, I don't expect anyone to think the way that I think. But I don't want to waste an opportunity to share my perspective. I think in particular, due to my close proximity to the nation's capital, living and working in the DMV for quite some time, my whole life, I think I have information and a perspective a lot of folks might gain from. But I have a lot of work to do between now and then, and I hope to share this all with you very soon. Pipe out.